Hello ladies, gentlemen and those that don't identify themselves in that binary. I'm the Ski and welcome to my Pokémon Shield Nuzlocke. We exit Galar Mine number 2 with Hop and into a new route. Hop is going to explain to us about Pokejobs. We already know about them, so there's no point discussing them. Essentially they're a way of getting extra items and XP for your Pokemon by letting them do something, but you don't have access to them for the 24 real-time hours that they're doing it. You can also use this to do the equivalent of super training if you want to EV train Pokemon, but obviously as this is a Nuzlocke I won't be doing any of that during this playthrough. But still, we arrive on this new route and run in to fight a Noctowl. I would have swirled, but every Pokemon I could see was a Noctowl. So I send out Bellerophon first and we can try and capture this Noctowl. So it's a higher level than Bellerophon, so Rock Tomb will be super effective, but I was sure that it wouldn't take out the Noctowl in one hit. Yep. So our one chance to capture a Pokemon, in this case not the greatest Pokemon, a Noctowl, is gone on this route. However, as every Pokemon I could see is a Noctowl, that meant that I had the perfect place to do some grinding. Firstly, I was going to pick up whatever item this is, in this case 3 Great Balls, that's going to be useful for us going forward. But yes, there's a Noctowl, and I have Bellerophon up front. So I can use Bellerophon to Rock Tomb and take out this Noctowl, hopefully in one hit like the previous one. No. This is even a lower level Noctowl. I mean, maybe it means that it wasn't the best Noctowl that I'd run into first and it wouldn't have been useful to the party, but it would have been nice to just have another Pokemon. Still, Bellerophon follows up with a Bite, taking the Noctowl out. And levelling up Korax and Barkley. It's the right sort of area to level up something with a good strong rock attack, so we'll be spending a lot of time moving about doing that. Barkley picks up Fire Fang. Now, Fire Fang is a good move, more powerful than Flame Wheel, but it does have a lower accuracy. Fire Fang also has the ability to make a target flinch, which in general is useful for us because, you know, we won't get attacked back. I replaced Agility with it, as the other moves I have used Agility I'm probably not going to use on Barkley. Still, it's time to grind against the Noctowls. Bellerophon, and as I'm sure you'll be shocked to know, my first move choice was Rock Tomb. This one again didn't take out the Noctowl, so I was a bit upset at this point that I wasn't actually able to capture my first encounter, but I don't know where a Noctowl would have been useful for us, so second Rock Tomb to take out the Noctowl, and we'll get some more XP. At this point, Molder levels up and Bellerophon levels up, pushing Molder, Korax and Rupert are all at level 26. One more level and they'll be too powerful. Well, they'll be at the right level to fight Kabu. If they go any further they'd be too powerful for that fight, so at that point I would start swapping them out. But we run into yet another Noctowl, and Bellerophon here uses Rock Tomb. I know, scintillating content I'm giving you for this episode. This Noctowl, again, not taken out in one go. It was just a fluke, that first one, and it's, you know, it is what it is. But we follow up with a Bite to take out those last few hit points. And as it goes down, you see Rupert levels up to level 27. Now at the top level for combating Kabu. Level 27 is also the level Stuffle evolves into Beware. So our little stuffed Pokemon is now a big stuffed bear Pokemon. We're also given the option, after Rupert evolves, to choose whether or not to take the move Bind. Ultimately, I chose that it wasn't the most useful move for us, Obviously Bind is there as the sort of bear hug manoeuvre, it being a bear type Pokemon, but Bulldoze, Strength, Payback and Brutal Swing are all very good moves, so there's no point in learning Bind on top of those. So, after the level up and choosing not to learn Bind, we continued on with our wonderful session of grinding after removing Rupert from our party so we didn't over level. Allowed us to bring Mrs. Snowy back in, get some more levelling up there, because at some point soon we'll pick up the right evolution stone for Mrs. Snowy to become a more relevant party member. So again, Noctowl time. We're a big fan of Noctowl, apparently. Mostly because Bellerophon's Rock Tomb will get us the levels we need, move us up towards being able to fight Carbu easily, and bring the rest of the party up to a relevant level, so as we're moving forward we can switch out and we won't need to go and specifically train them up. The combination of Rock Tomb and Bite was working on the Noctowl nice and easily, so we could do a bit more sort of when we've moved forward. We level up Heart, Mrs. Snowy and Bellerophon from that fight, so you can see everyone is getting to where they need to be, except for poor Fridout, as Fridout has just been dropped by the party essentially at this point. We also get to learn Dive on Heart. Dive is a physical attack for water types, which, as you can see, Arrokuda has a higher attack than special attack. So we replace Agility with Dive, same as really we did with Barkley. Well, we replaced Agility there with Firefang, because Agility, while useful, I've never used it in a single player battle, and very rarely when I'm doing multiplayer battles. This area was apparently built to train up Dreadnought. Now, I know that Dreadnought is a Pokemon that was introduced in this genre, in this generation. Basically, giving us this area to bring the Dreadnought up to a competitive level for Carbu is a nice bit of game design. It lets you use your new Pokemon you may not be as familiar with as the old ones, get them up to a fighting level and really learn what they're about, which is quite nice. It's as if the game designers really thought about how people were going to get through their game. I know, shocking. As you can see here, we're at the point now where Bellerophon can do enough damage to take out the lower level Noctowl in one go, and so the grinding becomes a lot easier. Level up Korax to 27, which means that we need to take Korax out of the party so we don't over level, and that actually gives Fridout a bit of time with some levelling. Again, Fridout's never going to be a mainstay Pokemon unless we start really losing Pokemon, but again, keeping it vaguely at the right level will save time later on. Picked up the Amulet coin, doubling prize money, usually quite good in single player, not really required in this Nuzlocke. But Bellerophon comes out, ready to fight again. Rock Tomb, you know the drill at this point. Now, you're going to see a fair bit of the grinding. A few more bits were done throughout this route, but I'm not going to be showing all of that because I think I've shown you enough Noctowls being knocked out by a Dreadnought to get across where we're at. As you can see, took a bit of damage, didn't want to risk losing Bellerophon, so it was time to head down to the Pokémon Center. So essentially, I did go back and fight all of the trainers on this route. I made sure to take them out and level up a bit more, but again, it just didn't seem worth showing you all of that when realistically we're going to be moving towards the gym challenge soon. Walking along the bridge, there's quite a lot of little items which are feathers. These feathers all add one base attack point, base defense point, etc. Sort of EV training at a 1-for-1 level. They're nice little items to have, but not of much major use. But we finish heading towards Motostoke and head towards the Pokemon Center to heal up. Obviously, as I say, I did do some more grinding, and you'll be able to see that in a moment. The only thing of note that happened during that grinding session was this battle with Madame Caroline. She had a Yamper. Obviously I'd opened with Bellerophon as it was part of the levelling up, but an electric type against a water type, probably not the best idea. So do one Rock Tomb, see what we can do with it. Note that it does do quite a bit of damage to Yamper, and I thought, yeah, okay, maybe I could keep Bellerophon in. But Yamper roared, and Fried Out was brought out. Now, Fried Out I thought might be quicker than the Yamper and could probably take a hit, so why not do a Bug Bite, or a Struggle Bug, you know, do a bit of damage to the Yamper, take it out. We're faster, Fried Out took out the Yamper. All good, no problems there. As Fried Out was already in the lead, I thought, well, we'll see if Fried Out can do anything against the next Pokemon. Swoobat came out, and I thought, oh great, Bug versus Psychic. What I didn't consider was that Swoobat is also a flying type. So Swoobat used Air Cutter, Fried Out was knocked out, removing it from our party permanently. Having lost Fried Out, I brought all the Pokemon back into my party and headed over to the Budgie drop-in. This is where we stayed when we first came to Motostoke and signed up to the gym challenge. As we enter, we see Marnie again. Marnie, as you know, is the gym challenger that Team Yell are all rooting for. And she wants to have a chat and wants to know if she's ready for the next level of the gym challenge. And by that, she of course means time for a Pokemon battle. This is our third rival, Marnie. So she opens with a Croagunk. We've got Molder out front. I always like opening with Molder when I'm not sure what the battle's going to be like. So Molder starts with, well, Confusion. Confusion, super effective against Croagunk. Exactly what we want at this point in time. Yes, we take a fair bit of damage from it, but our Confusion, absolutely one shot, one hit KO, Croagunk goes down. So I think it's a good opening exchange, and no one levels up too much. Next, Scraggy. Now, Scraggy, I thought, yes, I can use Confusion. Scraggy's a fighting type Pokemon. This was an error, as you'll see. Scraggy uses Headbutt, that's good, doesn't do much damage to us. Scraggy is also a Dark type and is therefore immune to Confusion. So at this point, it's time for Molder to be pulled out and us to put something in. And I went with Rupert, because Rupert is a fighting type, so we shouldn't take too much damage from any Dark type attacks that come in. And Scraggy is using Headbutt, which doesn't do much damage in general to us. Rupert has Strength and Bulldoze. We'll go with Strength because Strength is a stab move for Rupert. And Scraggy, one hit, KO. It was a critical, so I don't know whether that one hit would have taken out the Scraggy without the critical, but it did the damage we needed it to do, no problems there. So at this point, Marnie has lost, well, the two opening Pokemon, but now we get Marnie's special. Morpeko comes out. Morpeko is this generation's Pikachu clone, with an interesting ability where it changes forms, which changes its special move. However, opens with a Thunder Shock, and Rupert comes back with Strength that does a fair bit of damage. As you can see, this is the form change, as it enters its hangry mode. So, at this point, Bulldoze is super effective. We'll use Bulldoze to take out the Morpeko. So, Marnie is defeated. We don't over-level any of our Pokemon, and we're ready to sort of have a nice night's sleep in the Budgie Drop Hotel, and then head out and do the gym challenge in the morning. So we wake up in the morning at the Bud You Drop Hotel, and Marnie is already up, ready for us, ready in fact to go out and combat Kabu. So she says good morning to us, and says that Hop's already gone off to challenge the gym. Clearly, we sleep in. Kabu's lead card might help against him, so she hands us a couple. That's quite nice, you know. Rivals that help each other out. That's what Galar is all about here. And she gives us some burn heals because he might, you know, burn our Pokemon. She's considerate, she looks after her Pokemon, but she is backed up by Team Yell, so, you know, what are you going to do? So it's really for us to head out and prepare to fight Kabu. So Kabu's maximum level is 27, as we've said, so we can only use Pokemon up to level 27 when we go in. And Kabu uses 3 Pokemon. So I need to pick which 3 Pokemon we want. Now, obviously Bellerophon is staying in the party. 100% we're going to use Water Rock type against the Fire Gym. Now the Ice type, Mrs. Snowy, definitively out of the picture. Barkley is already out of the picture because Fire type against Fire, not really going to be of use. Mulder, while a useful Pokemon and a Psychic type, is also a Bug type, so we don't want to be using that against the Fire. So really we've got the choice between Heart, Rupert and Korax. Heart staying in because Water type and levelling up, which is good. But then Rupert versus Korax. Now Korax is our starter, and we've not really used Korax to fight in any gyms yet. However, Rupert has just levelled up, and Rupert is our highest stat Pokemon. So Korax there you can see, pretty good spread. Rupert just bigger. All the numbers are bigger. Korax can stop the Pokemon eating berries, but that's not really a problem in a gym challenge. So unfortunately our starter once again is benched for the gym. So with Heart, Rupert and Bellerophon in our party, looks like we'll be able to head to the gym, and this time I won't need to cut back to the wild area to try and catch some Pokemon, as our Pokemon are actually prepped and ready for this gym. So I head over towards the Motostoke gym, where we went to the opening ceremony, and see Hop outside. Hop tells us that he's already gone in, and, well, as he's about to announce, he's already got his badge. So we're ready to go in, and we're going to try and beat Kabu, the Fire-type leader. At this point, I'd like to thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, and as always, have a lovely day.